Welcome back to Lasco Ford. This is the 2021 F-150, but this is actually the limited F-150, top of the line, the best one that you're going to be able to get. And we've already done the XLT, we've done the Platinum. We're going to show you some of the exclusive features of the limited and give you a full walk around. Here we go. This is going to be, first of all, the first thing you're going to notice about limiteds coming down the road, this big limited badging across the hood. And it is very, very noticeable, very predominant, right? Exclusive grille for the limited as well. You're going to have a lot of standard features on this, like the co-pilot assist 2.0, plus you're going to have your camera system, so it's down here. You got your petcock that's going to be able to clean that off for you every time you use your windshield washer fluid. Up front, we're going to have a painted to match lower bumper here. You're going to have your forward sensing system as well. You're going to hear a couple noises as we do this video too. Let me tell you that, and you'll see, like literally when I walk up to the running boards or close to the truck, they'll pop out on their own. So you're going to kind of hear some of that stuff as we go. Chrome on the lower valence of the bumper, right down by where your lower air dam or air shroud thing down there is. Chrome tow hooks as well, signifying we've got our four-wheel drive on this limited. Now let's take a look at the massive headlights that are on this truck. You've got your daytime running lamp that's going to run through here, goes through to the bumper, down to the lower LED fog light, and that is a cornering lamp as well. So as you're approaching a turn, you turn right, it's going to turn on your right fog light, you turn left, it's going to turn on your left fog light. But when you start this truck, your headlights are going to actually adjust for you and reposition themselves for best visibility possible. There's like this razor cutting edge thing that's through there, and that's not your AutoZone slap it in type of old school fog lamp type of gig you got going on. It's perfectly done. Things that are different on the F-150 just in general for 2021 is 97%. So they've changed the hood. The hood is actually coming down here instead of going up like it rose on the 2015 through the 2020 models. And then you're going to have this little power dome that was wider before. Now it's a bit narrower. It almost looks like it's got a hood scoop built in here because it's so large before the window. That's all things we hadn't really touched on the other two trucks. Want to make sure you're aware of that. This thing's going to have a beautiful set of 22-inch high-polished aluminum wheels that are going to be wrapped in this, it's an on-road, off-road, all-terrain tire that you're going to have on that too, and that's a general tire. Now, this is going to be a PowerBoost. We have an option for the 3.5-liter V6 EcoBoost engine. They're not doing the high output for 2021. Your other option is going to be the PowerBoost, which is putting out significantly more torque than what you had in the high output. Now, the running boards, they're open right now, and if you walk up to the vehicle, this is, our kick switch for our running boards, and that extends out a bit further. But as soon as I'm walking up, if I'm away from the truck for a period of time, and I walk back up to the truck, if I grab the door handle, I can use my kick switch, either way to drop down that power running board for you. But it is off of proximity as well. There's like 4 different ways to run your running boards, and I'll show you that inside too. You're gonna have a chrome belt line that's gonna be on the truck as well, signifying that platinum and limited status, right? On the mirrors, mirror caps are painted to match on the limited. You can have Ford right in there next to where your LED side spotter mirror lamps are, puddle lamp down below, along with another camera coming at you. So you're going to have that on the driver and the passenger side. There's so many cameras on this thing. It looks like a film studio, and we're actually not at a film studio. So you got a camera as you keep coming around. There's one up in your chinzel, your center high mount stop lamp. There is one up there. There's another camera back here, of course, on the tailgate. And this tailgate is like, you just always think of like these power lift gates that all these SUVs have to where you're pulling it up and pushing it down and everything else. You just touch it and it drops. I got this thing in transport mode, maybe. Let's see. So that'll have a soft opening. We've got our work surface that's on the back of the tailgate here as well. That work surface is going to have, your standard and your metric measurements here. You actually got a place to keep a drink here. You can put your phone up here or a pencil. They made it wider so you can use the large, big, fat wood marking pencils there too. You've got extra tie downs that are going to be on the side of the vehicle that also doubles as a bottle opener. And you have a C-clamp holding spot here. So if you did have a piece of wood on the back of the tailgate, you can actually slide that board on, clamp this down, and with this humongous wattage that you're putting out of the back of here, you're able to do a 2000 watt, 2400 watt, or 7200 watt inversion system to be able to plug those things up. Whew, there's a lot to go off of here. Plus it's got a spray and bed liner on top of that. Things that I want to talk about as well is the huge LED tail lights, blind spot awareness system, which is going to be shooting that radar right out of here. LED all the way wrapped around. That is a new design as well. One of the 97% things that are different between a 20 and a 21. Now I can do this. This is cool. You can help the tailgate just a little bit, and it'll grab itself to let itself go back up, or you can hit your button twice. I've got it in transport mode right now. Or you can manually close it. But this will lift itself back up just by hitting your button twice. Now it'll release by hitting that same button twice as well. And we do have that on our other video if you check that on the Platinum. As we walk around, paid to match bumpers on the rear, you're now gonna, you're gonna see your side sensing, not just rear sensing, so it is gonna have side sensing all the way around on this. When I mentioned earlier the kick switch for your Platinum, or your Limited, I'm sorry, the power running boards here, this extends out now further so you can actually reach in the back of the truck, grab whatever you need out of the truck, and move forward. The inside is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna go to the other side so our camera guy can see here pretty well. But the inside is absolutely lavish. Like, I don't even know how to describe this. This is like, just, it's beautiful. I mean, it is absolutely unreal. This quilt pattern that goes a diamond stitch all the way through, the rear seats, the front seats, it's unreal how much they paid attention to making sure you're unbelievably comfortable inside of the truck. Things that you're gonna get with your Limited is gonna be a box link system. This, because we just got this truck in and we wanna make sure you got a video of it before the owner takes delivery. This is actually gonna be a towing cord for the trailer. So this will hook up from the truck to the trailer, and it constantly monitors the yaw and pitch movements of the trailer itself to help the truck brake the trailer and itself. If you look up, we've got a twin panel moonroof that's in this truck as well, and a suede headliner all the way through. I mean, it's like a Maybach, but four-wheel drive with a bed. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful, you know? Heated seats in the rear. You got a power outlet here for 12 volt. Down below here, the illuminated soft lighting here, right? You've got the USB and Lightning USB, along with a 120 volt inverter there as well. Taking the seats up so we can see down here the storage system that we had in the Super Duties last year and since 2017. This, I call it it's a storage box, but it's more like a locking gun box, really. This is actually gonna have a place where you can separate it and have a driver's side compartment, passenger side compartment, and these seats will actually lock to keep things in there. Now, if you don't want to use that and you want your floor to be flat, so you're going to put a cooler in there, you can have a dog kennel, something like that. You're going to unlock with this lever here, and then simply fold it down. Now, this lock button, once it's locked, it keeps this from vibrating going down the road. So if it's unlocked, you don't hear that going down the road. Let's take a look at the inside of the truck too. There's going to be a bunch of things to talk about here. And let's start over on the driver's side, just kind of point out some of the buttons and configurations here, because I don't think we really zoomed in too hard on that last time. Turn this off. So we've got our side spotter mirrors here, our tailgate drop there. You're going to have your fuel tank, which is locked on the PowerBoost, so we'll hit that to release. And then up top, you're going to have your LED bed lighting kit. That's going to be here as well. We have auto lamps, lamps off, fog lights, and then you have the auto high beam and low beam. This thing is just, the hits keep coming. Bang & Olufsen sound system, a illuminated light ice blue sill plate that's going to be on this truck as well, and an Admiral blue for the side of the door here with contrast stitching. Goes along both the driver, the passenger, front and rear doors. American flag is going to be up here as well, and carbon fiber inlays, along with a full leather dash up top. Woo! That's just a little bit. Let's keep talking about one more thing before you leave. This is where it says Limited right here. Do you see how that protrudes down just a bit? So what that is that's going to be your for the steering column. It's actually an extra gear that allows you to turn less revolutions with your hand, but amplifies the steering for the truck to negotiate at a slower rate of speed. Now, that adaptive steering is also going to prevent you from overreacting. Like if something was to jump out in front of you and you're doing 60 miles an hour, it won't let you overcorrect, right? So it won't let you, is it won't let you go out of control as easily, let's put it that way. So it's going to help you to correct that. When we take a look at the side of the steering column, you've got a power steering column and you've got your power pedals here as well. Our emergency brake is going to be over on the left-hand side. That's an electronic emergency brake on this truck too. Up top in the visors, we're going to have the home link system there as well. So if you are in a gated community, or if you're going to be using this truck for garage doors, pole barns, whatever you need, you can pair 3 different doors to that one home link system. That is absolutely beautiful. And that is the horn. It still has one. Let's take a look from the passenger side. We're going to go over a couple things on the interior. We're going to go over the big touch screen that's inside of this, which is now a 12-inch versus the 8-inch that we had before. So we had the 8-inch before. We've upgraded that by 4 inches. And on those 4 inches, what do you get with it? Well, let's have a look. So once getting into your 2021 Limited F-150, you can't even hear it start because it's a PowerBoost, but we'll look into here. Let's start out with the glove box, kind of work our way from right to left. Glove box, upper glove box, that's going to be accessed right here to open that glove box, down here to open your lower glove box. We've got our power inverter here as well. And then you're going to have your 120 volt for your rear power access here. That's going to be how you're going to reset it if you decide to pop a breaker or that type of thing. If we hop inside the truck and we actually take a look at this screen, you'll look at a ton of information. First of all, we're in the features setting. Then you have settings and applications, your favorites, your navigation, your phone, and your audio system. But what you're going to have on here is things like your zone lighting. We're able to go through, turn on your zone lighting. We can turn the lights on. This is just an override that we're doing now. So we can turn all zones on. Now this is every light that's on the outside of the truck. Headlights, tail lights, your license plate lights, your reverse light, your side spot mirror lights, your puddle lamps, and even the LED front side lights are going to be on this. So we can turn that on or off. That really helps, like if you're going to be doing work at night or early in the morning, setting up camp, whatever the case might be there. If we go into some different settings, we have options through here too. That's going to keep switching through. Just so many options. Over here, let's go through. You've got navigation. You can adjust this with the up and down arrows or simply slide up and down for whatever you need here. You even have your owner's manual on this truck as well. So we can go right into our owner's manual and be able to go through hundreds of different options on this truck very easily. And you can go through and search something out and then go from there. So if you wanted to type in power running boards, you could do that. Move on to see where you need to turn those on and off and access that. So if we did do that, that's a good example to see. But we had power running boards. We could turn them on to the different modes. Off, out, or auto. If we do auto, there we go. Now we can turn them off. You can hear them shut. We'll turn them back on. Then let's keep going down here. How about that? We'll go down, I guess, and look a little bit more down in here. But this is going to be where our volume, our tuning, and holy smokes, when we talk about tuning this thing in a Bang & Olufsen sound system, this is going to come with the Unleashed package. So there's 2 different Bang & Olufsen sound systems. One, it's going to start in that 302A that it's available in. Okay, it's not standard, but when you get into Platinum and you get into Limited, you're going to get a Bang & Olufsen Unleashed system. Huge speakers up here. You've got speakers in your A-pillars. You've got speakers above my head. You've got 2 speakers that are in the headrest, the seat. I mean, it's like, how many speakers do you need? Well, 18 plus a subwoofer, that's 19 total. This thing jams. Well, adjusting that's pretty easy to do. You just simply go to audio. And then when we're in audio, actually it's in settings. What am I talking about? We'll go over into settings and we'll go into sound. When we go into that sound setting, we can go to our tone settings, treble, mid-range, and bass. And then we can keep going down here. Stereo mode, and we tested this out, and I think it was more Jay liked stereo, I like the surround sound system, but that's to each and everybody you can kind of pick out your own thing there. Pro trailer backup assist is going to be over here. Now that's going to be once you pair your trailer up to the truck, you pair up to 10 different trailers, and that's going to make it to where it's significantly easier to back the vehicle up with a trailer behind you without jackknifing the trailer. Woo, let's keep going. Now we've got power. We got our power, our Pro Power onboard turned on or turned off. Here's our button to access that. Our next button is going to be our camera feature. This is pretty neat because once you start getting into this, you think, okay, well, I've got one camera over here, I've got another one over here. Yes, you could make this all into one screen as well. If you want to go a full view of the front, I mean, that's 12 inches. There's like, a TV this size in the 70s would have been 800 pounds and covered in wood. Think about it. This is a 12-inch screen. It's unreal. Traction control system. And then we have our parking assist as well. So our parking assist, this truck can literally parallel park itself or perpendicular park itself, which is like backing into a parking spot instead of doing parallel parking. Literally, the truck will do it itself. You can let go of the steering wheel and watch this thing play. Coming over here to this screen, it's telling me the vehicle's on, even though you can't hear it running. You should see our fuel economy right now. What? Yeah, that's right. 1,000 miles per gallon out of the 2021 F-150. But this has been in electric mode since we've gotten it, and it only has 11.9 miles on it. The indication that the truck's ready to move is the ready button on the right-hand lower side of the screen there. That says, hey, we're started, because you can't hear it. When we put this vehicle in reverse, this is something that I hope you can hear this. I don't know if you can or not. But once we put it in reverse, listen. Symphony. There it is. Keep going, right? Well, the cool thing about that is, because the truck isn't making noise and it's not going rah, 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 so people don't know that, hey, you're backing up. Besides the humongous LED reverse lights on this thing, I mean, you'd have to really be struggling to not see that, but it beeps to keep people clear from you. There's so many other analogies that I could use at this time. It's unreal. Inside here, where that carbon fiber, another piece of carbon fiber is going to be this opening spot that we have here, where I can just take my iPhone, put it on this wireless charging pad. It'll start charging for me. Boom, look at that. I've already got 81%. I'm really happy with that. My Instagram's probably going bananas. I put a bunch of pictures out there this morning. You've got more USB charging inside, because you need more USB charging and lightning chargers too. Let's show you what the work surface is all about. Once you're in park, you're gonna have a silver or a stainless steel button over here. We're gonna fold that in, and then you can take this interior work surface and fold that out for whatever you need that for. I mean, have lunch, be able to go through, do some documentation, paperwork if need be. Now this can fold back, and then you can go and still have your console that's in there too, so we're not losing anything there. We're just gaining more. Oh, look, another USB charging point. My gosh, I mean, I'm losing count.
What number is it?
This is number 1161, 2021. There's our VIN number right there, and that's all placard going into this truck, so yes, it's a limited. I mean, it's unbelievable. So we're then gonna pop the trunk. Let's take a look under the hood so you can see what the PowerBoost is all about for the 2021 Limited F-150. I just lost my mic. Hold on a second. You still got me? All right. Like, I literally unclipped it with a seatbelt. So once we're talking about the underneath of the hood, I popped it, right? So let's take a look underneath. But I left the key in it, okay? And yes, we know you're running. So we're running, but you can't hear it because it's using the hybrid portion of the truck. Now, it's a full hybrid, okay? So it's not just using a hybrid assist like you have with Ram for 2021, which is basically going to be like an electric supercharger, but not really improve a whole lot for you. They're saying maybe a mile to the gallon. This is a full hybrid. However, it takes our torque rating through the roof. We're going from a 510 in the Raptor that it was. We're at 570 out of this truck. It will haul the mail. Flat out, it gets it done. Plus, it's twin turbo. So there's always adjustments that could be made down the road. So this is something we're taking a look at what a Limited is. We're just gonna try and do this quick video for you. We've got more videos to come. And when we keep getting more and more packages in, like the new 2021 Tremor that's gonna be available for the 2021 F-150, that'll be coming as well. If you like, you subscribe. We can check on inventory, and we do ship everywhere. Just keep that in mind anytime you're taking a look at Lasco Ford. My name is Paul Zagman. Thank you so much for watching the 2021 Ford F-150 Limited.